Hey, welcome back to the C Morning Show where it's time for some business talk. And as usual, it's Wednesday, so we have our personal finance enthusiast, Dani Rachmat, here to talk about debit and credit card life hacks. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us again. So, we're going to talk about life hacks utilizing credit cards. Now, when should individual use a debit card instead of a credit card and vice versa? We have the information right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, for the function, credit card is usually for payment and how to manage the cash flow.
Okay.
So we can maximize our usage of credit card to manage our cash flow.
Okay.
Where for debit card is this is simply the payment tool that will take money from our account, right?
Okay, so this is more electronic payment tools, while
Yes.
this one is
More into the tools that we can use to manage our cash flow.
to manage our cash
Yes.
flows. All right, so let's talk about the fees.
While the fees for credit card, usually they will charge the annual fees, and then if you used to withdraw in ATM machines, then you will be charged with the cash withdrawal fees and so on.
Okay.
While for debit card, you only need to pay the monthly fees from your account.
Right.
And with the reward points, debit card, of course, they don't give you any reward.
Usually
For,
don't. I cannot think of any debit card that
Yes.
give you. All right.
Yeah, but for the credit card, you can get so many benefits out of it.
All right. So, but does every credit card have the rewards points, or is it just some of them?
Depends on the type of the credit card, but they give different rewards, different
Yeah.
kind of rewards. So looking at this, actually, if we can use this correctly, if we can manage how we use the credit card, this is way more powerful tool that we can use instead of
Instead of a
debit card.
debit card.
Yes.
Mind you need to have that money before you
Yes.
use it.
Yes. Of
Next,
course.
we have interest.
While for interest, debit card here, yes, you can earn some interest on your money, but it's not that big, so it's not worth mentioning, even not worth mentioning. While for credit card, as long as you pay everything, you sell everything before the due date, you will not be paying anything
Okay.
out of the usage of the credit card.
So
And
who should have credit card and who should stay on debit card?
people that already have the inner control to manage their finances.
Okay.
They should absolutely use credit card instead of debit card.
All right. All right. So the next question is, how do we maximize credit card rewards and benefits and through our daily spending?
That will be depend on what is your hobby and what is your purpose. I
Okay.
mean, some people they love to travel. Some people love when they get big discounts on their spending. So that kind of hobby that you can determine which credit card that you should use. So that way you will get the reward points that you can exchange with the miles
Okay.
if you would like to travel. And
So
then
this miles is
Yes.
one of the okay.
this is very powerful because by using the credit card, the right type of credit card, you can get like business class for free
Ooh.
by exchanging the
I
miles.
don't need a business class. I just want to have a free
ticket,
traveling.
right?
Right.
Yes.
So every time credit cards, every time you spend certain amount of money, let's say 5,000 or 10,000 rupiah,
Yes.
you get a certain points.
Yeah.
Which is the points. Then the points can be translated into
the miles.
the miles. All right. So that's one way that everybody's at home can hack into this.
Yeah.
You know, since they have miles, which is you can translate it again to. They have points, which is you can translate to miles. Then you might be able to take your next
Yeah.
flight for free eventually. Now, payment made before the due date will not incur interest. Now, this is.
I think
how-
we have another graphic
Okay.
afterwards with the this one.
This one.
So there are several dates, important dates
That
of
people
credit
need
card
to
that
know.
you need to remember.
Okay.
The transaction date and then the bill print date and due date.
Okay.
So what is the bill print date? Is that this is the day when the credit card system print your bill for usages, and then after this you will have certain days up until due date. Maybe around, can I write here?
Yes, you can.
This is maybe 15 to 20 days.
Okay.
So as long as you pay here, pay off everything, you will not be charged with interest.
There's no interest between
Yes.
this date. So let's say today is the 10th of January,
10th of January, yes.
and then they're gonna print your date. Every month is gonna be the same date.
Different for every people, but the same for each person.
So let's say they're gonna print the bills on 20th of the
Yes.
January. So you have 10 days that you don't have to pay anything.
We don't
yet.
have to pay.
And then you have another extra 15 to 20 days.
15 to 20 days.
So we're talking about around
25
February. Let's say February 5th or around February 5th.
Yes.
So from the day that I make the purchase all the way here.
All the way here, you don't have to pay any interest at all.
That's why you need that self-control. You really need to know, because you know that between those dates, I might already spend my money. So one of the questions is, how can one avoid common pitfalls of related to credit card, use and ensure responsible financial behavior?
So that is why credit card is very useful for people that already have the control.
Okay.
For managing their money. So let's say that you will have your salary on 25th.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So
I like that.
You don't have the money here,
Yes.
but you can already spend. But you have to aware that how much money that I can spend.
So you already have to, again, you have to budget
Yes,
your
of course.
money. But before you spend this, you already need to know how much you already
How much
have.
our budget,
So
yes.
when you spend it on the 10th.
Yes.
All right.
So for example, we need to pay electricity,
You pay your electricity bills
Yes.
using credit card.
and then phone.
Yes.
So we still don't have the money here, but we know that it will come on 25th.
Yes.
So we do the transaction here, and then it will be printed here. So we need to pay somewhere here, right?
All right. My suggestion is, since if it's actually coming out on the 20th and you already know you're getting paid on the 25th, pay it off, man. Just
If you still don't have the control, yes, you can do that. But sometimes the due date of our bill may be sometimes around 19. If we don't pay that, we will get fined.
or
So
the fee.
if you
and
need to
stuff.
do that, then do this.
Now the question is, we're talking about miles, we're talking about points. There's so many credit cards out there. So how does one choose the right credit card, or based on our spending habits and depending on our financial goals?
Yeah, that one that we talked about was about miles, right?
Yeah.
So some credit card also offers the points that we can use to spend on our spending, right? So that the points we can deduct the points to the amount that we spending on. So we can also choose that. So we can choose credit cards that will provide double points, credit card that can provide discounts.
Okay.
So with that, we can always maximize the benefit.
If I have a preference on a certain airline, should I get a credit card that have a
Definitely.
working with the certain airlines?
Yes,
or-
usually that this airline's credit card.
Right.
So that when you use on every on some dates, then they will provide you with double rewards and everything.
That's right. So even those kind of credit cards is give you even a better discount than if you paying with something
Yes,
else. 'Cause
yes.
certain days, like if you actually go to, not naming names, some e-commerce for traveling. Those are dates like Tuesday for this bank, and then like on
And
Wednesday
yes.
for this banks, and all that kind of stuff that can benefit you.
Yes.
Now, what advice do you have for those who are starting to use credit cards for their financial strategy?
If you just starting using credit card, please bear in mind that credit card is not additional money that you have.
It's not
only a
additional money.
tool to help you to manage the cash flow.
Okay.
So that whenever you use the credit card, you have to have in mind that I need to pay this. I have to already have the money to pay the usage of the credit card.
Right. So one way that I think what I'm getting from you what you're saying is it will be better if you actually already have the money on hand, and then
course.
just use. This is the life hack.
Yes.
Use the credit card
Use the credit
actually
card
to earn
to
that point,
extend, to get the point, and then to extend the date of the payment.
Right. So one of the things that while I was living in the U.S., there's such thing as called what's called the FICO
Credit score.
The credit score, which is what happened is every time what they encourage actually for people to get into credit. So once you buy a car, once you buy a house, so a lot of us started using credit card to build that credit scores to get better. Now, how does it work in Indonesia? Would having a credit card in Indonesia eventually help me later on for my KPR or house loan or anything?
Yeah, if actually the way how do we see someone's character is that how they manage their credit.
Right.
And in Indonesia, we still don't have that credit score. We do have. I mean,
it's just not integrated together.
Not easily accessed. But how banks sees that if you propose for a mortgage loan, car loan, and everything, we will see your credit score. Based on the report issued by BIN OJK.
Okay.
And we see that if you have the credit card and you maintain the usage in good manner, and you always pay off everything, and you don't have any remaining debts that you don't pay, it will make your score way better.
Oh, okay.
Compared if you don't have anything.
Anything. So
Yes.
So here's a life hack for you. So this is how I started my credit card. So I know some of my coworkers asking like, should I? Because today with everything with pay laters and everything like that, like they were like, should I actually have a credit card? And for me, it was like, yes, you need it. And then like one way that I hacked it early on was, every month I only use for $50. And then because I know I can pay that $50 every month.
Yes.
What I did was actually just to build that score. So it wasn't like, it's not this life hack. It was like thinking like, oh, I need that point. No, that was like back then. It was just the idea. I just want to build that. So if you mentioned that even in Indonesia, they're gonna look how you're doing on your credit card performance, then that would be a good start to credit card.
Because when you have credit card, everyone can see it. Everyone can. Every bank can see the reports.
Okay.
But if you only have the account, the current account, the saving account, only that bank with you, only the bank that you open the account can see it. But other bank cannot see it.
So let's say that again. So if you only have a debit card or saving or deposit, the bank that can actually see your performance
only your bank.
Only your bank.
Yes.
Let's name names. Like if you have it on Mandiri or BCA or BRI, so only Mandiri, BCA then that can see your performance.
How is your historical transaction performance?
If you open a credit card
every bank
from
can see
let's say Mandiri or BCA, the other three or the other how many hundreds banks can
other
see
banks
how
can
you
see how you perform.
So if you get a loan from other banks, then that might be, and then eventually from time to time, especially in the housing market, you might need to actually have that loan.
The way you do that with your credit card actually is the way to train ourselves that if we have credit card and we use it in the amount that we know that we can pay, that is the way we train ourselves to be more disciplined on how using credit card.
Yes. All right. Well, Mas Dani, thank you so much. It's always being a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you
it's another life hack that we can try at home. Credit card, if you haven't have one, just open, just for a small one, just to build your credit. And then after that, you can hack that with points and you can have your free vacation and everything like that. All right. With that, let's take a break, but we will have more updates from Southeast Asia when we return here on the C Morning Show. Thank you.